Are we live?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Hello.
Hello, while you're joining, guys, can you please share? Can you please share?
Okay, so
hello, everybody. The ladies are here again with you today. If you're joining, we just started the live stream. We are sorry for the delay, but we have a wonderful show for you all today. So please, while you're joining, we are going to give others just a few minutes since we are already running out of time. So while you join, please go ahead and share so that others can join as well. Thank you so much.
Which page are we streaming on?
ABN?
No, we are on the Spokesladies page, AGC Spokeslady.
Please, can somebody share on ABN because people are on ABN looking for me. I'm trying to get there.
Pascal is going to share it there.
Okay.
Okay, ladies, please kindly share. Once you join, kindly share and let us start. We're sorry for the late commencement, and just like Abu said, today is going to be a very...
No, like go and concentrate in the living room. Nobody should.
Can you mute, woman of God?
Sorry.
Fellow viewers, thank you for joining us. Thank you once again for coming on board. These are your ladies, the AGC ladies, bringing it to you tonight. Once again, we come up every weekend to talk about the struggle, and today's edition is really going to be a special edition, especially as we are launching the Deborah Arising page today and the fundraising. So please, as you join, kindly share, invite people. Let us have a constructive conversation tonight. Thank you so much. Thank you. And just keep sharing, please.
We just started the live stream. We are sorry for the delay, but we have a wonderful show for you all today. So please, while you're joining, we are going to give others just a few minutes since we are already running out of time. So
Please, can we just continue sharing? Let's keep inviting others to come join us so that we can start. We've really been late this evening. We're really late. So can we just keep sharing and invite others to join us? Abu, I think we should just start.
Okay. Hello, everybody. For those of you that are watching right now, let me see. So apparently, what I'm getting is that your page is not public. Is it public or private? Because apparently some people cannot see. So we may want to.
It's public.
Okay.
Check that. Let me just confirm.
Please indicate if you, but yeah, I think it's fine. I think people can see it. Let me go ahead and share the link. Guys, please, while you're coming in, just keep on sharing. We are trying to build a little bit of audience before we start. We know that Comrade Asu is on. Unfortunately, we are starting late. We were supposed to start at 2. We are starting late. We are sorry for the inconvenience, but we wanted to launch this project that we have today. So as much as, you know, we have other shows going on as well, we are still gonna go ahead with the plan, and you know, you guys can share it and invite more people. So this is gonna be an interesting show today. So please share. I think we can go ahead and start. I think eventually people are gonna join. We've already taken too much of our time. Oh, not well. We've already taken wasted a lot of time trying to start this. So let's go ahead and start. I'm sure our folks out there, for those of you that are watching, you're going to invite and have people join, so that we can have a great show with you all today. So one thing that we are going to be doing is that we are going to have you guys at some point call and you know, and so on and so forth. But we are going to go ahead and sing the national anthem, our sweet and worthy national anthem. Who wants to go with this one today?
Why not? Why don't you go ahead? Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Hail, hail, hail this land of glory. We the Ambazonians, we pledge our loyalty. Praise the Son, our Savior, who granted us our freedom. Allegiance to the heroes who bore the land with their blood. Glory to glory, we rise and never to fall. Yea, in a nation flowing with milk and honey. Glory, glory, glory to the Father for making you a nation, a joy forevermore. Ambazonia, land of freedom, You shall live in plenty, meeting our needs. And your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God be the watchman of his nation. Ambazonia, land of freedom. You shall live in plenty, meeting our needs. And your children shall be like the stars above. The Most High God being the watchman of his nation. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Fellow Ambazonians, thank you all for joining today. We are so sorry again for the late start. We had some issues, technical issues going on, so we had to, go back and forth. We're trying to fix it. So that is why we are starting late. Nyamfuka, Kulubang, sorry, I know, we know that Lucas is, is also having a show at this point in time, but we had a flyer out there. So, and I'm sure he saw the flyer that we were going to be coming up today at 2 p.m. But again, I think, we are sorry for being late. We promised to have a good show. The plan was for us to launch this project that we have. So, so we are just going to go ahead and carry on with it. And because I know there are a lot of people out there that have been expecting us or waiting on us to, carry on with the show. So we are just going to go ahead and carry on with it. At this point in time in our struggle, I think viewership is, the point is just, making our points and put it out there, and people can later on watch and but I'm going to go ahead and ask my fellow sisters here to introduce themselves. By the way, I am Abu Free, and I am the press secretary of the AGC. So, comrade sisters, can you, Miss Spokes, can you go ahead and introduce?
Okay, thank you very much, Abu Free. This is your comrade, I'm Abu Cecilia Benui. I'm the spokesperson for the AGC. Thank you for having me.
Oh, and I'm Immaculate Kumi. I am just a comrade. Thank you. All right.
Woman of God, you are not only a comrade, you are a firebrand. We appreciate every single thing that you do in this struggle. Your voice alone, your voice is so strong, and it echoes when you talk. It echoes and reaches ground zero. So we thank you.
Okay, please.
Am I echoing?
Excuse me, Abu.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's just build our audience and give the people a steam that we're live, and then you pin that the donation link, the fundraiser link on there. When the other church service is over, people will pull over this way.
Okay.
Right.
All right. All right, guys, you heard the woman of God. Please, if you're just coming in, please go ahead and share in your various forums. Go ahead and, share wherever you are on your Facebook pages, invite your friends. Today's show is going to be epic in a good way. So we are just gonna, be dancing here a little bit and talk about some of the issues that are plaguing our fellow brothers and sisters on ground zero, while our brother Asu Lucas finishes the show, or maybe comes, kind of round up with his show. But we are just gonna go ahead and just, target some few issues. Spokeslady, what do you think about the upcoming elections in the La République du Cameroon?
Wow. That is foreign news to me. Elections in La République du Cameroon is completely foreign news to me, because like the stance of Ambazonians have made it very clear to the colonial regime that there's not going to be any election in Ambazonia. So election news to me, it's kind of foreign news. And from what our foot soldiers And General Ivor has reiterated this on several occasions. He has said it, that there is not going to be any elections in Ambazonia. And he has also sent out warning messages, cautioning messages to Ambazonians, telling them, be safe at home, stay at home. Then don't dare to violate the laws or the orders given out by the people who control the ground. These are the people who control the ground. They said there shall be no election in our territory. And we are also standing with that assertion that there shall be no election in our territory. So election issue to me is completely foreign news because there is no elections in Ambazonia. We are still trying to restore our state. Once we get that done, we shall organize a free and fair elections in Ambazonia, where Ambazonians will be the ones deciding how the elections will be run. So to me, election issue is completely foreign news.
You're right.
Definitely.
Okay, and just to add, to even think that the AU, the African Union, is actually sending a commission out there to observe elections, even given the fact that the country is in chaos, or is in it's a tumultuous state. So it is just beyond comprehension why these people out here, we are hoping that they are the ones that need to come in and address the situation that is going on. They are instead trying to push forward with elections, and even elections that they are thinking that is going to be happening in the southern Cameroons. Woman of God, what is your take on?
Okay.
Oh, you wanted to say something, Spokes?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that these are people who, honestly speaking, the AU, we can all agree that it's nothing but a toothless bulldog. It doesn't really care what happens. I mean, they can't pretend that they are not seeing the carnage in Southern Cameroon. They can't pretend that they are not seeing the level of insecurity in Southern Cameroon. So if I don't have a problem with them sending observers to come and observe La République du Cameroon's election. I totally have no problem with that. It is their mandate as a regional body in Africa to send observers to observe the level of fairness of the election. So I don't have a problem with them sending observers to observe elections in La République du Cameroon. That is a country of its own. It's conducting its election. So the AU has the right to send observers to do that. But that is in La République. We don't have election in our territory, and we are saying that we will not have elections in our territory. So they should end in La République. They should not cross the line. They should not cross the line or cross the territory. The AU know as much as you and I do the territorial boundaries of La République du Cameroon and Ambazonia. They do know this. So if they're sending observers to come and observe in La République du Cameroon, oh, yeah, they're welcome. I don't have a problem with that. But in Ambazonia, that is where there is a problem, because we don't even have elections in Ambazonia. So they can't be sending any observers in our territory because there's really no election in our territory yet. When we are ready, we're going to invite them to come and observe. And when they come, they will see free and fair election organized by the people. That result will be made known to the people after the elections, not elections that will be organized just for organizing sake. That results are already known years before the election is even organized. So that is really not a thing that we should be bothered about. They're observing elections in La République, good. It's a country of its own. They should go ahead and observe it. When we are ready, we will also call them to come and observe election in our territory on our terms.
Okay, thank you, Spokes. While we are being this optimistic, let's be cognizant of the fact that AU or the international or other international bodies are yet to recognize Ambazonia as a sovereign state. So while we are, being very optimistic about us being a people on our own, we still have to be cognizant of the fact that these people think that, we are not yet a sovereign state. So whatever we do, or whatever they are coming out there to do, they are doing it in the name of the entire Cameroons, including the southern Cameroons. Woman of God, what is your take on this?
Well, the last statement you've just made is sounding so archaic to me, because the whole world is not blind at what is happening in southern Cameroon. You know, the Ghanaian pastor missionary who went and was killed, they sat quiet. To me, I am saying, if there is an organization called AU, I think they are just sleeping on their barrels. They don't care about whatever happens anywhere and what is happening in this generation. And we are calling them out to say, it is not just an organization. They have to be able to relate with humanity. What is happening is that there's been a lot of games with human life, to a point that we have bred too many political puppets on national, international level, and on bigger organizations. Because when I look at all of this, we all know what it means to build a nation. We know what it means for the world to have been where it is today, for us to have been in this civilization. People worked hard, they used their brains, but these people, they use their senses, their connections, they use their ego, they use things that are used but on football fields, on grandstands by fans to cheer their players. But we want to call them out without any mixture of it, because the hypocrisy is too much. That they should stop the game, the game of chance that they are playing, because people's lives are at the helm. People are losing their lives, and it's practically absurd that there will be an election in a territory like ours where people are being murdered every day and nobody cares to listen. So for me, I'm frank about it. There is no sovereignty in it. It's people that make the nations. And the people of Ambazonia declared it on the 22nd of September last year. They were not deaf. They saw it on media. So we are not trading lives here. We mean what we are doing. We say what we are doing. And there is no election in Ambazonia. It is not about the AU, because they don't care, first of all. But we have said there is no election in Ambazonia. If there were no people, there will be no nation. And if there were no African nations, there will be no AU. It's time for them to know that the AU is there because they are African nations, and the African nations are there because they are the people. And if they think that they will not represent the people, they should pack and leave, because we are tired of political puppets in every lane of life. It's high time people come back to do the work that they were assigned to go there and do.
Thank you so much. Yeah, go ahead.
What a woman of God is saying, and to add to, just to bring out something you said, that the AU really doesn't recognize us as we are the ones. They really don't recognize us as a state. No, they do, because if they didn't, the AU will not sign a communique calling on La République to respect territorial borders acquired at independence. If they said that, that is because they know that these are two separate countries. They got independence separately. La République got her independence in 1960.
I think we lost you. Can we hear her? I don't know if we can hear you.
I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Spokes, I don't know. Woman of God, can you hear Spokes?
I can hear her. Can you hear me?
I can hear you as well, woman of God. And I can hear Abu Free clearly.
Is it from my end or what? I cannot hear you.
While you're trying to identify what the problem is from your end, what I was saying that.
Okay, great.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Yeah, sorry, it was me.
Okay, great. I'm just saying that what you said about AU they don't recognize us, that is completely not true, because AU, if they didn't recognize Ambazonia or Southern Cameroons as a country of its own, they wouldn't be sending out a communique stating clearly that La République should respect territorial borders acquired at independence. If they said that, that is because Southern Cameroons got its independence in 1961 and La République got its has in 1960. So they are two different things. So they actually recognize that they are not stupid of these things. They are not stupid of these things.
All right.
Yeah, but what we are saying is that they cannot sit quiet in the midst of this confusion, in the midst of this carnage that is ongoing in Southern Cameroon, being the regional body that represents the entire Africa. They cannot pretend not to be seen. Sending communiques and trying to release press releases out there condemning the human rights violation is not enough. It's not enough as a human, as an entity that governs the African sub-region. So we are saying that they are not doing what they are supposed to do. They are not doing what they are supposed to do. So whatever the case, if they're sending representatives or observers to observe elections in La République du Cameroon, we Ambazonians, we don't have a problem with that. They are just doing what the mandate stipulates. And so they should go ahead and send observers there, but they should know the limits. They should also know where the territorial border, these territorial borders that were acquired at independence. We say we don't want election in our territory. They have the obligation to respect that.
All right, thank you, ladies. That was a brilliant rebuttal to my question, or if it was a rebuttal or whatever, but great. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining, we are here again today talking to our people, trying to reach out to ground zero, and we do appreciate each and every one of you for joining us today. We know that Comrade Lucas is on, and so that's why we're trying to derail a little bit so that he can finish up and we pick up with the program for today. But we do have, I think we have quite a good number. So we are going to go ahead and start. And so if you're just joining, please go ahead and share in your WhatsApp forums, share with your friends on Facebook. This is an important show today. It's going to be epic. You all know that when Woman of God is on board, it goes crazy. So, so we are going to go ahead and start. Deborah Arising. Deborah Arise. Now, I'm going to have Woman of God actually talk to us so that you all can get a good understanding of why Deborah Arising, why we are out here as Deborahs, and that is inclusive of every Southern Cameroon's women. Woman of God, over to you.
Okay, I'd like to welcome all of you on board, and please do like and share and invite your friends. If you notice someone that's gone past, make them come back, and let's have a real good time in this hub to talk about things that really matter and that really touch our lives and this revolution. This revolution was born of God. This revolution is spontaneous. It is not human. If it was human, you will bear with me that by now it will be stopped. But you can all see that trying to stop this revolution is like using a palm branch to stop a hurricane. And that is practically not possible. And so we come here as Deborah's Arising, that we are launching that page. And I want you to like the page, Deborah Arising. Deborah Arising. We have Deborah Arise on Facebook, but this is Deborah Arising. And then we have as agenda also looking at a fundraiser where you chip in your $1, your $2, your $10, your $1,000, and your $10,000 as you can. And so who is Deborah? That is the character that mimics our situation as mothers of Ambazonia at this time. It was in a time in Israel when Israel was taken hostage and they were in a siege, they were in captivity in their own land. And just as our people are in the bushes, all the Israelites were on the mountains and the bushes. The villages were deserted. Life ceased in the villages. And when you counted 40,000 men, you will not find a sword or a shield. They had not only been conquered, they had been completely disarmed. And they were at the mercy of their enemies. And then there arose a woman in Israel in that day called Deborah. She arose as a mother in Israel, and she was accompanied by Barak and they led the train of a battle to reverse the effect of what was happening in the nation of Israel. And yes, they did. When a mother showed up on the scene, even nature had to give way, because the rivers fought for Deborah at Kishon. The stars fought for Deborah at Sisera. And when Deborah had set this trail of battle and pushed back the enemy, the people of Israel who were in the mountains, in the forests, in the bushes, they were reinstated back in their land. And that is why we, the Deborahs, are rising, inclusive of you. Whether you are a man or a woman, you are part of this ordeal, because when Deborah arose, Barak went with him. You are that Barak, you are that Deborah, and we have to change the rhetoric of this game. We have to reverse the train of this battle and turn the battles to the gate, so that our sons and our daughters can speak to our enemies at the gate, as General Ivor and the whole team and all the warriors down on Ground Zero are doing. They are speaking with our enemies at the gate. So we want to push this battle out. We want to take it back to the gate and forcefully evict the enemy. But we also taught as mothers that it will take life to be able to gain life. And so we said we want to defend the right to life of our people, and we want to keep them healthy to be able to bear through the hard night till they see the new dawn of our nation. And that is why we came up with a fundraiser initiative that includes everybody. Nobody is excluded from this fundraiser, because whatever you are giving is giving that 1 cup of gari that child needs, that cup of rice, that bag of rice that somebody needs. And we have already prepared at least 100 bags of gari and about 400 bags of rice. They are in preparation now in the warehouse, and the Aya Foundation will be collecting them to the fields, the bushes where our people are, so that they will not escape the gun and die from hunger. They will be strong enough to run, they'll be strong enough to fight, they'll be strong enough to live, and they will have dignity of life that we think about them. These are doable things, and so we want to get things like that done. So welcome as you join. We want you to go to the fundraiser link. Abu, if you can pin the fundraiser link, there are people who are ready with their donations to give for us to be able to carry out this vision to let our people come back to where they were meant to be, to make sure that we arrive the place of our destination. And so this is purely non-political. It is purely not a game. It is the work. So if you've been looking for work to work, if you've been looking for what to do to aid this revolution, we are just creating a place for you to be able to do something. Because I know that when I sleep in my house, like, for example, when I was pregnant, I knew I was going to give birth in a decent hospital, and I saw those twins that were born in the bush and children born without warmers. I was stark pregnant, but I went and took a night shift, raised money to send down to them. And I want us to have that kind of compassion in our hearts that will purify us and guide our motives why we fight and why we come out on Facebook in the first place. So it is not like we come to bash each other or to strive with each other. No, every initiative is worth it, as long as it is not with an ulterior motive of self-gratification, as long as it is for the aiding of the relief of the pain that is being meted on our people. And so I want to say thank you for coming on live, and I encourage you to keep sharing and inviting your friends so we can carry on with this ordeal. And remember to like the Deborah Arise page, and you will be able to come there and see feedbacks of your donation. You'll be able to come there and see what your donation is doing. That is why you need to like that page and follow it, so that you can be able to track the progress of what you are doing and have that self-satisfaction that you did something. Thank you all as you continue to like and share and invite your friends to join this live show.
Thank you so much, woman of God. Only you can put it that way when it comes to the scriptures. Thank you so much. Before I continue, I just wanted to throw a huge thank you to one of our comrade sisters, to one of our Deborahs who arose for us this past week, Comrade Marjorie Awema. I'm sure you all saw her. I'm sure you all saw her. I'm sure you all see her or saw her articulate our plight in the most effective way. So I just want to thank her from the bottom of our hearts, that we do appreciate her. Let me tell you guys something. Marjorie was reached out 2 days prior to this event. The moment we got to her, she was like, I am on board. She was like, I am on board. I am getting a ticket and I am going to Geneva to represent my people, to talk about the plight in my country. That is the kind of heroism we need in this struggle. The kind of heroism, the kind of camaraderie that when you are needed, you get up and you go without trying to put yourself in or align yourself to a particular group and things like that. My dear sister, Comrade Marjorie, thank you so much. Thank you for arising. Thank you for being a Deborah. Thank you so, so much, sister. Okay, so guys, for those of you that are just joining, we are on here today trying to do some kind of a fundraising for Deborah Arise, which is actually, well, the purpose for this is actually going towards Ground Zero. Woman of God actually just explained to what that money is going to be going towards. It's a Facebook donation thing, which means that each and every one of you will actually see how the donation progresses. We have, if you take note, if you've clicked that link, we already have about 25 plus going up, or 2,500 and so in the account. So one of the things that we are going to be doing is that we are going to open a live call. You guys can call whenever you want to call and make your donations, or if you just want to call and say something about the struggle, we will appreciate that. Spokes, do you have anything to add to what we, Woman of God, just said? You are muted, lady.
Sorry about that. Thank you very much, Abu Free, and thank you, Woman of God. And just like Abu Free said, Marjorie, we want to say thank you so much for taking up that mantle to represent us and represent us well in Geneva. The voices of the Ambazonian women actually echoed in the walls of Geneva, and we say thank you. And regarding coming back to the question, Abu Free, I want our people to understand that the dynamics have changed. If we've been looking through Facebook and reading messages on WhatsApp or calling our families back home, then you will see there is a mass exodus in Ambazonia. You see people moving, fleeing. They are fleeing. It's not like they are going for a safari or vacation. No, they are running for safety because the territory is insecure. The territory is hot. So if people are running, that also means the IDPs, the numbers that we had, like the 200,000 we had before, has drastically increased, which means that the bushes will be full and other places, more camps will be built up or will open up for people who are fleeing their communities. This means that we have to be able to cater for these people. We are talking about our ground soldiers. Just like the woman of God said that we are the Deborahs arising. Let us flow with the events, the way things are unfolding on Ground Zero. If you are an Ambazonia and you really believe in this struggle, you should understand that the dynamics have completely changed. Woman of God quoted the Bible, and I want to say something. If we know our Bible, you hear somebody, you will read that when King David called the children of Issachar, they understood the times and they responded accordingly, which means we should be able to respond according to the trend of things on Ground Zero. We need our people. We are saying no elections in Ambazonia. How do we make that happen? The boys on the ground, they are saying that they will make this happen, but how? we have to be able to cater for ground zero. We have to be able to make sure that these boys, when they go out, if they sustain any injury, they should have some level of basic first aid materials to take care of their wounds, so that they will still go out there and fight to defend Mother Ambazonia. We should be able to provide to our foot soldiers or to our people what they need, especially food. You don't expect somebody to go out there in a battlefield, comes home and sleep with an empty stomach. No, that is not going to happen. We cannot sit here and talk while they are doing the work on the ground and come back home and sleep without eating anything. So we should be able, let's understand the times and act accordingly. This is a time that we all need to respond. No matter how much you contribute, it's going to be appreciated, and it's going to help one or two people on the ground. We cannot continue sitting here bashing at each other, insulting and calling names while we see our boys fighting. Some are dying because they lack granules, they lack sticks for themselves and all those things. We can't sit here and talk while they are the ones on the ground facing the bullets. We heard Chairman Benedict today recounting the battles in Bafut and other places in the northern zone and even in the southern zone. That is to tell us that the ground is completely hot. It's ungovernable. But how do we continue to make it that way? We have to be able to support our soldiers with food, with granules, with all the basic necessities that they need to be able to stand. 22nd September is just like few days. 1st October is around the corner. Then the elections on the 7th is just here. How do we make sure that these things, we protect our people? They are bringing in Chadians. They are bringing in people, mercenaries, to come and fight our guys. How do we protect our families back home? How do we protect our boys and keep them alive to continue serving us Ambazonians until we get to Boya and host that flag? We should be able to ask ourselves these questions and be able to also provide for these people on ground zero. So our consciences should speak to us. We should understand the dynamics. We should understand the time and act accordingly. And this is that time for us to dip our hands deeper in our pockets and support the guys who are fighting every day for us. They put their lives on the line for us. We go to our offices, we sleep well in our homes. We should be able to sacrifice even a day's salary to make sure that they continue to stay alive to defend the properties we left back home, the families we have back home, and all those things. So thank you.
All right, folks, thank you so much. I'm sure our people are no stranger to what is happening back home. We all know, we've been talking to ourselves for the past 2 years. So we know the plight coming from ground zero. So it is imperative that we, provide the support and the need on ground zero. Keep on talking about this. It's just going to be, repeating ourselves over and over and over. We know what is happening. We know what we must do as a people. We know what we must do. It is our duty to support each and every person on ground zero that is going through this turmoil. So we are calling on each and every one of you guys. We are going to be opening the lines soon. Spokes, if you want to go ahead and put your number, pin your number,
yeah,
so that people can call. Great. So we are going to open the lines, guys. The spokeslady of AGC is going to pin a number there where you guys can go ahead, call in, make your donations. Again, the page is Deborah Arising. If you see right there, we have the link to that fundraiser, which is actually a Facebook fundraiser. So please go ahead, make your calls and donate as much as you can, or as little as you can, whatever you have. We will appreciate it. With that said, I would like for Woman of God to go ahead and continue with this fundraising while our people call or make their calls and chip in whatever they can.
Okay. Thank you, Abu. Thank you so much. I would like to appreciate all those who have already chipped in something, and I really want to give a special thank you to the spokeslady of AGC for your great and wonderful donation of about $1,000 that you did. God bless you. You showed yourself a mother, and we are very, very appreciative of that big sacrifice. And we have lots and lots of people who have given, and you can just go on that page and you see every dollar counts. Some people give in their tens, you can give in your $5, you can give in your $10,000, you can give in your $1,000, you can give in your 10,000 or 3,000. Whatever you give counts. And I want us to understand that every dollar has the same great value. We value every gift that you give. And so as the spokeslady puts her lines open, we just want those who are on this fundraiser right now, because we already sent messages to thank all those who had donated. We want you to go on that page, you donate, and then you call in and you tell us that what you've done, and make it live so other people can follow suit. And when some people may want Cash App or PayPal, we don't yet have that kind of advanced technology here yet. Right now, we are still dealing with the Facebook donations, but for that, we will figure that out and we can put it on the fundraiser, because some people ask for PayPal and Cash Apps, and we just did what we know how to do best at this time. So very much appreciate you, and I will be quiet right now and wait for the lines to open, and we're listening to you. So.
And just so that everybody knows, please try to make your calls on WhatsApp. That's the only, I think that's the only way that you can get to the spokeslady. Oh, sorry, you can get to us, but through that number. So please use WhatsApp. Am I right, spokeslady?
Yeah, Abufri, the lines are open now. So if anybody want to call, they could call. They should go ahead and call. But if anybody wants to make a direct call, if they're comfortable with that, I'm sure they can as well do that. But it will, I think it's advisable for them to call through WhatsApp.
Okay, so lines are open, guys. You all go ahead and start making your calls. We are waiting to take to ground zero. Yes.
Can you play the music? We are the world. We are the children.
I wish I had that music. Let me look for it.
We are the ones to check it on YouTube to make a better day. So let's start giving. While people are calling in.
While we are here right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and start with the just start with a little token of 200. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my little token of 200 right now into.
Good job, Abu. Great.
Deborah,
for your generous.
Deborah, Abu has risen. Ambazonia is rising to fall no more. So, fellow comrades of the revolution, this is the time for us to act. We cannot continue to sit on WhatsApp, on Facebook, and talk or insult each other. Please keep that aside and dip your hands in your pocket and let us help our comrades on the ground. Our parents need us, our brothers and our sisters need us, the foot soldiers, they need us. They need boots on their feet, they need jackets to wear, they need clothes, they need food, they need medication. They cannot do this by themselves. They have already offered a lot. They are already sacrificing their lives to defend Mother Ambazonia for us all. The least we can do is provide them with what they need to keep them alive. And that is your duty. It's your responsibility to make sure, if you want to have a free homeland, like Dr. Cho Lucas Ayaba will always say, it's not a walk in a park. It's not a lover's walk. You have to sacrifice. We cannot also sit and wait for it to be given to us. We have to take it. So please, you have to, these guys who have given up their all to defend Mother Ambazonia for you, the least you can do for them is make sure they have food in their plates to eat, to make sure they have medications for their injuries, make sure they have clothes on their bodies and boots on their feet. So we are calling on you all to be generous, help our ground soldiers, help our mothers and sisters in the bushes. Please, the lines are open. Thank you, Abu Free, for that generous contribution. Hey, woman of God, should I move to you? Are you the second to contribute? Hey,
I already
we are raising funds.
Gave $1,000.
Yeah, woman of God already gave $1,000. So
great. That is the spirit. It's not about talking. Talk and walk the talk. Let
absolutely.
us come on board. We are inviting everybody on board. Please come on board and contribute. Don't be scared about the amount that has been mentioned. Your €5, your €2, your €1, your €10 is appreciated. The widow's mite. Jesus stood by the offering box and he saw when the widow dropped it, he said, she has given him the highest. So don't feel shy to drop whatever you have. It's going to go a long way to help our brothers and our sisters on Ground Zero. This September and October, it's a game changer month. So please, we need these guys alive. We need them to be strong. We need them to be healthy. Only in that way can they prosecute this war effectively. Thank you.
The lines are open, please. Can you call in?
So who is going to be our first caller?
Well, I just saw Comrade Grace, General Grace. Huh? She said she's pledging $100. She cannot call at this point, but she's gonna put in $100.
Great.
Could you write down the names of those pledges
so
that we can get back to them?
Donation. Thank you so much for your generous donation, and God reward you.
I also, Comrade Marjorie is also giving €50. Can we please have this written down somewhere, Abu Free? Could you please write these names?
Thank you, Marjorie. God bless you, Mama, for that generous donation.
Well, ladies, so once you make, I'm just gonna put this out there. So I just put the link to the donation page. You can go there and just, immediately make your donation. But at the same time, I'm definitely gonna write down your name and your pledges in case we don't see it on the Facebook page. I'll be calling. But so just go ahead and make your donation right there, please. And I think somebody had, woman of God, her name is Anna. I think it's one of your connect. I think she has pledged $300 so far. But she did send it,
right?
Yeah, I already put, so she sent it to my PayPal, no, Cash App. So I've already put 200 in the Facebook account or the Facebook donation page. I'm yet to put the other 100 because she sent it separately. So the 100 came, I think that was yesterday. So I'll put that too as well.
The 100 was given by her husband. Her husband,
okay.
$100.
Awesome.
Abu Free, can you jot down? Malaika is also donating $100. Can you please do that and send back the link, please?
Malaika, God bless you. God bless you, lovely.
Spokeslady, my area right now, I don't have a pen and paper. Can you take it down?
Somebody's on the line, please. Can we have the person on? Hello, Comrade Wally. Welcome on board.
Can you put her on speaker?
Well, you are Amber Strong. You are one of us, so most definitely.
Yes, ladies, I'm so proud of you guys. I want to take this opportunity to appreciate each one of you, what you are doing in this revolution. We are all in together. La République declares war on us, war we will fight.
Definitely.
We will fight them to the gate of hell. So I'm really proud of what you guys are doing. The women are rocking. You guys are doing a marvelous job. I really wish I could sit on that table one day with you guys, but the nature of my job, I'm everywhere at every time, so it's really hard for me, but I will create time. One day I will be there, and when I come there, the Republic of Cameroon will hear from me.
Oh, yes. That is what we are looking forward to.
We are in the diaspora because those people are on the ground.
Yes.
The only reason our section of that country, Amazon, is surviving because of the diaspora. Any family that sends a son or daughter out, that's how the family starts thriving. So for them to succeed, they need us, and they need our finances. We are their mouthpiece. We are their financial support. We have to do what it takes to make sure that we speak for them. We finance them so that we can work in collaboration with them to take this to the finish line. There is no way they can do this by themselves, and there is no way we can sit here in the diaspora and can do it by ourselves. Nothing just happens. Everything in this life happens for a reason. God put us here and put them there at this time so we can collaborate and do what we need to do to get our country back, to move into our country. We are in a foreign country where if we succeed, the foreigners are jealous of us. If we don't make it, they laugh at us. I mean, we want to go back to our God-given country where everybody will be judged according to the content of their character and not by the color of their skin.
Definitely.
So for what you guys are doing, I was just watching. I just thought today I was just going to watch, but I'm so moved by the donations that are coming in, and I'm putting in $1,000.
Thank you. God bless you. God bless you, Mama.
Ambazonia will hear you. Thank you so much.
My God. Thank you. This is to say, this is
Thank
sign.
you. Thank you.
You see, I am so excited, and I'm
hold on, woman of God, she's still talking. Just hold on a little bit.
We are at the point of no return. We are in a car that the brakes have failed. It's only ahead, no return. So we will get there. I love you guys. I love it so much. I love what you guys are doing, and with God we will succeed.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, fellow viewers, fellow listeners. That is Comrade Wale, who just called all the way from the United States. She's made. She has written her name down. She has just successfully pledged or contributed $1,000 for this initiative. What more can we ask for? These are people who are putting in their time and resources. So we want to say thank you so much. Please, the lines are open. Kindly call and give your own token. Whatever you contribute will be highly appreciated. Ground Zero will remember you for this sacrifice. Indeed, it is a sinking boat. We are all in this boat. If we don't control it, we are all going to sink. So this is the time for you to react. Thank you so much. The lines are open.
Please, point of correction. Our boat is not sinking. We are sailing to the shore. And
that's
we
it.
Ambazonia in one piece.
Okay.
Our boat is not sinking, folks. I'm begging.
Definitely. Okay.
The lines are open.
Hail, hail, hail this land of glory. We, the Ambazonians, pledge our loyalty. Praise the Son, our Savior, who granted us the freedom. Allegiance to the hero who bought the land with their blood. Glory to glory, we rise and never to fall. Here in a nation flowing with milk and honey, glory, glory, glory to the Father for making the nation a joy forevermore. Amazonian land of freedom, you shall live in plenty, meeting our
guys, the lines are open. Please call, please call, please call.
Like the stars above. The Most High God is the watchman of this nation. That's how it's done, people. Thank you, Wale on the move. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Marjorie. Thank you, Gracie. Thank you, Malaika. Thank you, Wally on the move. God bless you. Thank you. As you join, please, we are raising funds. We are raising funds for our internally displaced, and you are welcome to chip in your generous donation in whatever capacity you can.
We have a caller on the line. Hello. Okay, please can you introduce yourself? Oh my God.
And I just want to praise you for what you guys are doing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. We can't allow our brothers to be left alone in the boat. We pray we standing at the gap. We understand the fight that is going on. And we pray that the favor of God carries us through this fight.
Amen.
And we believe God for breakthrough. We believe God for breakthrough.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Can you let him know he's breaking?
Please, you're breaking. Can you please try to move away from where you're standing so that we can all hear you? Hello?
Can you hear him?
No, not at all. I'm sorry, we lost that. Could you please hold it? Please, woman of God, can you hold it? Please, we just lost that caller. Unfortunately, he was really breaking, and we didn't get his name as well. Obviously, it was a male. So if you could please just type it on the screen, how much you want to contribute and your name, we will really appreciate that. Thank you.
And just to let the viewers know, we have a few minutes to go. We have about 20 minutes. Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry, we are not timing this call.
Oh, we are not. I thought, okay.
No, it's a donation. We can't cut off. It's not a show of 1 hour.
Oh, okay. I thought we okay, that's fine.
Mr. Caller, the last caller, please, can you call back with a WhatsApp? I think it's better to call through WhatsApp. In that way, we'll not be having all these breakings and all that. So if you could please call back or just kindly indicate in a message or in your comment how much you're contributing and your name, we will really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Woman of God, can you take over, or Abu, go ahead?
Hey, woman of God, go ahead.
We're still waiting for your calls. Call in and donate and give your donation. Those who have donated, you can just call in and say a word. We want to hear from you today. Go and play with your toy, baby.
I don't know if you all saw the so we've been seeing a lot of horrible images coming from Ground Zero. Recently, I think that was just a few days back, this young man, I don't know if he was shot or if he was macheted, if that's a word, but the entire, like the bottom part of his mouth was hanging, like down there, or his neck or whatever, it was hanging. That was just horrible. And we also saw the images of these young Okada guys that were shot and dumped in another location. You know, so these happenings are why we are actually out here doing the things that we do. You know, we are trying to save lives. We are trying to stop all these killings from happening. You know, one of the things that, I think all of us understand in this struggle is the fact that our young men and women on the ground who are defending homeland need the groundnuts and better sticks to be able to do these things. They need medications, they need antibiotics to be able to stay strong. They need food to be able to sustain themselves, to be able to go sustain themselves and go out there and defend homeland. Okay, somebody's on the line.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, good evening from my end.
Yeah, good evening. It's Eric. I'm calling from the UK.
Okay, Eric, thank you and welcome on board.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I just came on board with the program. Before that, I was listening to Lucas Asu on the other live show.
Yeah.
And he was saying something very, very interesting and very, very important, which was talking about the basicness of coming together for this struggle to move on.
Definitely.
I do recall 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago, you guys came together, held hands, and everything is falling apart. So people are suffering back home. Every day on my phone, I go to my phone on Facebook, and I keep seeing dead faces. It's hurting, you know. And you're talking about coming together. What's happening? What's going on with these people? I'm sorry to say this, you know, because it's painful to see every day my brothers, my mother, you know, my sisters, and people just keep dying. And every day we stand and we keep talking about discussion every day and every day. Is this how we want to build a struggle? Is this what we're looking for? Instead of talking, and there's no any proof that we can come together as one. How do you want to build Ambazonia if we can stand together as one people, strong, as we are always, the Anglophone people, one unity, you know. We came together in Washington, D.C. We held hands. I saw progress. I saw prosperity. I know we're living somewhere very strong. But now everything is going in a sham. And look as they were talking, sweating seriously, saying we need to come together. If we don't come together, it's going to fall apart. And 7th of October is closed.
Can I answer your question?
Okay, Eric, are you an Ambazonian?
Very sure. From the one speaking, that tells you I'm an Ambazonian.
Great, I love that. I had a reason why, I have my reason for asking you that question, because you made a statement that you people, this struggle involves everybody. It takes the collective effort of everybody. And if I would speak to you to state out AGC's position, AGC's position in relation to collaboration has always been that we are open to collaboration and we are always ready to collaborate. So there is nothing like you people. You saw us, we went to DC, you saw that we participated fully in the collaborative platform in the DC. And we, since then, we have not come out to say that, no, we are no more doing this or that. AGC continue to look for avenues where we can collaborate and continue to push forward for the liberation of our homeland. So Eric, if you don't mind, would you kindly tell us how much you want to contribute for the Deborah's Arise program?
Well, That's encouraging what you just said there. But before I go to say how much I want to contribute, also I just want to be rest assured from you, AGC spokesperson, that we're looking forward to for a strong and a positive come together. And if that has been done, we're looking for a joint table where we need to forge ahead. Everybody has a direct thinking of getting to Boya. That's just what we need to get to, and that's where we are looking forward to. If everybody's having different ideas, then we might not get to where we're looking forward to get to. But I'm happy. On my own part, really, because I'm living in the UK, I'm willing to contribute £100. I'm going to do that on the link. If I can get the link, you can send to me. Then I'm going to do that as well.
Thank you very much.
So I'm just saying this as well.
Thank you very much. Like, I can assure you that the AGC is open to collaboration, and like we said, we will collaborate where necessary to make sure to foster the fight for the liberation of our homeland. So thank you very much.
Just before he drops, I have something to say on this.
Thank you.
Eric, just before you drop, I have something to say on this.
Oops.
He's gonna hear you. That's fine. I think he's listening.
Go ahead, woman of God.
Right. We are not divided. We are united. Unity is oneness in diversity. Union is oneness in conformity. What Ahijo did back then and what Paul Biya has been enforcing all through. But we are united. But one thing we are not doing on
we
this
have
is
another caller. Hello.
Hello. Am I connected to the studio there?
Yes, you are, Bro Sanjay.
Okay. Yeah, like you already said, this is Asanji. And I want to say that I want to begin by congratulating you ladies out there. You people are doing a wonderful job. I feel particularly proud to have a kid sister like you. Kudos to you all.
Thank
This
you.
is truly the never again generation. It is showing. And I'm happy because I'm particularly happy because for a long time we have been silent, and now I can see that the young generation is taking over, the menaces that 80-year-olds have been meting on us. As a matter of fact, I remember the Bible says that the kingdom of God suffered violence, and the violence taken it by force. I see this is what is actually happening.
Yeah.
And when I link that to what former U.S. President Obama said, it means that we are the change that we seek.
Definitely.
And we are the ones that we have been waiting for to liberate ourselves. I want to say that you are doing a wonderful job. You are moving in line with what is expected. And I can only say congratulations. Go ahead.
Thank you.
I wrote earlier stating my widow's mite, 5,000 yen. That's what I'll be putting in for now.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Generous donation.
500 yen or 5,000 yen?
5,000 yen.
Okay. Please,
How
can
much
somebody
is that
please
in dollars?
can somebody convert that for me? Thank you very much, Brasa.
Okay.
God bless you. God bless you.
Okay, people, that was my elder brother.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
God bless you. God bless you.
Sanjay Williams, 5,000 yen. So thank you. The lines are open.
Let me go to my converter.
Please do.
Okay. Is that another caller coming through?
You go ahead. If a caller
Finish
comes.
your thoughts.
Okay, just as we were saying to our brother Eric who called, we are trying not to do too much politicking and get to doing the work. And thank you so much for coming on and doing your donation. And when we talk and say you people, it's as if we are waiting for some particular people to unite. or some particular people to do it. You people is you and I. The more we walk, the less we will talk. The more we walk, the less we will even have time to even fidget among each other. It is in doing the work that we will even be able to rub shoulders, because when you don't walk to take tire, you not go turn for your brother, start cause you go turn bang na kowata. So if we focus on doing the work, we will unite and bond better. But if we just keep talking and talking, it won't take us anywhere. So this project that we put was just so we could diffuse the sensory overload and make people to come back to reason so we can work together. But brother, do not be scared. We cannot we cannot speak one language and get there. One language, like what happened in the Tower of Babel and got scattered, was not taking people anywhere. It's union. People will never have one opinion, but we are striving for a democracy where every opinion will count, where even a madman will have the right to voice out their concern.
Please continue calling. The lines are open. Please call. Please call. The lines are open.
For your call and bringing us to that, bringing our attention to that. And we want to tell you, if there is anything that writes on our heartbeat, is seeing that we are working together. And that is actually where we stand. That's why you hardly see us doing the divisive campaigns on Facebook. If you look at us, you see we go out. When it's work, we do work. When it's that we do, and then we share. We share very well on both at home and abroad. You can see how much the AGC reached out on they reached out for a representative to go and represent us in UNOP. We did not say it must come from AGC. It was for everybody. That's how we unite. And so we encourage that all other people take advantage of collaborative efforts like this and grace it and not mend it. We are not tired of collaborating. We like collaboration. Please calling.
Please keep calling. Please call and give us your widow's mite. It's very important. Honestly speaking, at this point in the revolution, we need money. Nobody can pretend about that. We need money. So we need to help our people. We need to defend homeland. If you're there crying every day, I want to go back. Oh, before I go ahead, just to come back to what Comrade Wallace said, when she called, she said something. She said, if we get our independence, or if we are liberated, these people or these foreign countries where we are, they will be angry. Why would they be angry? Definitely, Ambazonians are full of skills. We are so skillful. We bring in a lot in their economy, in the development of their country. So imagine us gaining our own independence, taking back. Okay, we have a caller on the line. Hello. Hello, you're through to the Deborahs are rising. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Definitely. 5 on 5.
Right, thank you very much. This is Rema. I just want to say we are proud of you, ladies.
Thank you.
Proud of the work you're doing for the people of Ambazonia.
Thank you so much.
History has a way that it will remember everybody and everything that everyone has done in this revolution.
Definitely.
Some will be remembered for giving their lives on the ground. Others will be remembered for what they did to prohibit that blood from spilling on the ground. There are people today who hail from Eritrea who have been unable to return to their own country, although Eritrea has been independent for over 24 years, precisely because of what they did and they said during the Eritrean independence revolution. At a time when our people are dying on the ground, at a time when many are in the bushes, at a time when women are burying their own children in what would constitute taboos in our African culture. Yeah. It is very important that we set our priorities straight.
Definitely.
It is important that we realize that although we are different, we may have these different movements, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. independence revolution in history that has not been fought and won through some kind of group identity. In Eritrea, it was the Eritrean People Liberation Movement. In Sudan, it was the South Sudan People's Liberation Army. Everywhere there has been a group, an entity that has pioneered the revolution, that has been the vanguard of the revolution.
Yeah.
But in all this, at all times, the people have realized that being under oppression, they must stand as one. There is nothing that is happening in our homeland today that does not affect one of us in one way or the other.
Yeah.
It is either a friend that is being killed, it is either a family member that is being maimed, it is a neighbor that you know that is being affected in one way or the other. It is a house of some other person that you know that is being affected. And it is time.
No way. What just happened? Sorry, viewers, we lost that caller. We hope he calls back.
So while we are at this, and I'm just, in case this happens, so that our viewers, you know, we don't want to keep them in suspense. So I'm out of base, and I don't have, actually we are using I'm hosting or something, I don't know. But in case my battery is not with me, my laptop charger. So I don't know if this goes up. Spokes, I made you the host of this. I don't know if my battery goes, my computer goes up, it's gonna affect the Facebook live streaming. But I'm hoping not. But I'm just letting everybody be aware that my laptop is about to die on me.
Okay, the caller is back.
Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, you're back.
Yes, I'm back. I'm sorry, my line got disconnected.
That's fine. We're glad to have you back.
It is important that we set our priorities straight.
Yeah.
That we keep aside all the bickering. No amount of bickering is stopping a bullet from killing somebody back home.
Definitely.
No amount of grandstanding is stopping a house back home from being burned. Rather, more houses are being burned. No amount of claiming an identity that the people haven't given to you, no matter what name you give yourself, is stopping our people on the ground from being slaughtered because all they have are 10 guns.
Yeah.
We really need to put our priorities straight and ask ourselves the question, what will it take to kick La Republic de Cameroon out and get independent? What will it take both in terms of the kind of leadership that we need? No revolution has been fought and won by a group standing as leadership. No, you always need at least one person in front, working with a team. We need a qualified person. We need a qualified, and we need to think about this seriously as a people. What will it take us at this moment to get independent? We've seen the great stuff that is going on at other places like Umpo this week. That should give us hope. Things that should stir us up. Those are some of the strategic moves that we should be concentrating on. Negativity does not take anybody anywhere. We need to develop a positive mindset.
Definitely.
You know, it was Vincent Pelle who wrote a powerful book which he titled The Power of Positive Thinking. Ambazonians have become locked in the power of negative thinking. You know, they become locked. We had a great event in Washington, D.C. about a month ago. Where are the gains? What happened that immediately after that, some persons took upon themselves to immediately launch attacks on others on social media and turn a positive action into a negative move. About money, what the heck is $45,000? Can it pay the life of an Ambazonian that has died on the ground? Can it buy that person back to life? We really need to put our priorities straight and we need to think like human beings.
Okay.
The blood of our people is not going to go in vain. This is Deborah arising. Let us think for once. Cain killed his brother Abel in the Bible. And the Lord God said, the blood of your brother is crying up to me for vengeance. There are many of us Ambazonians today that the blood of Mami Apia is crying up for vengeance. you know, and we really need to rethink the way we are approaching this revolution.
Definitely.
I think it is time for us to support our forces on the ground. It is time to defend them to the fullest extent possible. It is time for us to realize that even our blocks cannot defeat Cameroon in isolation. They must be coordinated in an Ambazonia Liberation Army system, in an Ambazonia Defense Forces system, that everybody is kind of working together, planning together, carry out operations together to kick out the enemy once and for all. For this, I am making a contribution of $500.
Woo! Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Rema. Thank you for that contribution. Thank you so much, viewers. That was Comrade Rema. He just contributed $500 US. Please keep calling. The lines are open. Please keep calling, keep calling, keep calling. The lines are open. Ground Zero needs your contribution. Ground Zero needs your attention now. It's not time for bickering, it's over. Time for name calling and insult, it's over. Just like the last caller said, no amount of talking on Facebook, it's gonna stop La Republic bullets from passing through somebody's head or through somebody's chest. So we cannot continue to sit and talk on Facebook. We need to act now. Shouting is not going to prevent that community from being raised down. Talking is not going, insulting people and calling them names is not going to prevent that community from being raised down. So we thank the last caller, Comrade Rema, for the generous contribution of $500 US. The lines are open. Please continue to call and let us raise money for Ground Zero. This is all about Ground Zero. Ground Zero is the only route to our independence. Nothing like diaspora. Diaspora, you have a responsibility to support Ground Zero, to strengthen Ground Zero, to feed Ground Zero, and make sure that Ground Zero stands. You cannot export your insult, your division, whatever it is that you're struggling with in the diaspora in Ground Zero. The only thing you are mandated or you are expected to transport to that Ground Zero is to provide Ground Zero with what Ground Zero needs to make sure that Ground Zero remains defended and the guys continue to prosecute the war. So thank you, and please, the lines are open. We are expecting your calls. Call and contribute. Your widow's mite is appreciated. The last caller just gave a sum of $500 US. We say thank you to that last caller, and we're calling on everybody to come on board and contribute.
Thank you for your generous donation, and God bless you, Rema.
So, woman of God, you can go ahead and coordinate while we are waiting for other callers to come on.
Thank you so much for your generous donation. I just felt so excited, and I added $100 more to mine.
Ooh, that's great. Ooh, Deborah's are rising. Ambazonia. Yeah. I'm so excited. I'm so excited because I feel now like our boys could just go out on one they're going out in the field, they at least have enough granules, they have food to come back and eat. Okay. Woman of God, you can continue. Continue while we wait on other callers. We are waiting on your call. The lines are still open. Please call. And please, for those of you who would prefer to contribute through Cash App, I think that we can also make provision for that, because most people might not want to go through that long process on the website to contribute. So I think we can also make provision for that for you people to contribute. So if you're comfortable contributing using a Cash App, please, this is what I'm putting a Cash.
Folks, unmute yourself. Okay, so the spokes lady is putting on her Cash App, a Cash App where you can use.
Okay, we have a caller. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello, Mr. Caller, can you hear me? Hello. Oh, we lost that caller. If you could please just call through WhatsApp, that would be better, because I think the direct lines are really disturbing. The lines are breaking. So if you go through the WhatsApp, that is good. Maybe that is better. So please take the number on the number is pinned down there. So just call through WhatsApp. That will really save us the trouble. We don't want to be losing people like this. Honestly speaking, we need that money. Yeah. Woman of God, can you from your own end pin the Cash App link so that I can continue to pin the line, the calling line for people to call? Could you do that? Can you do that?
The Cash App link, is it the Protect Ambazonia?
Yeah. You see what is
already pinned.
Yeah, I need to pin back the line for people to call. So I don't think I have that access of pinning two things at the same time.
Oh, I can't see the line.
Put your finger on it and then type it and send it through. Then stick your finger to it and you will see it will open as though you want to like or something, like comment or share comment. Then you see pin comment. You take pin comment while I pin the number.
If you put the number, then I can try to pin it.
Okay. Viewers, please keep on trying to call. I see people trying to call, but the lines, I don't know what is happening. But if you can please call using WhatsApp, that would be good. Those who are calling with direct line is really disturbing. So please kindly call using the WhatsApp, using WhatsApp. That will be good. It will go through easily. So please use that medium.
Abu Free is watching. Can she pin it? Folks, only you can pin it.
I can only pin one thing at a time. So if I'm pinning the number, then you people should keep sending the line as a comment. Keep sending the link to people as a comment. Let it keep going. Abu Free should also keep typing the link for the Cash App so that it keeps going. Let me pin the number. I can pin two things at the same time. So viewers, please, the line they'll keep passing the link to you down there in a comment, and also the Cash App link. So whatever means you prefer, you can just have it there in the comment section. But the number is still pinned down there in the comment section. So please call. The lines are open. Thank you.
For those who are joining, we are launching Zibora Arising, and we are doing a launching for the fundraiser for the internally displaced. We want to defend the right of our people to live, and we want to keep them healthy and strong to stand the carnage until we see their victory. So as you join, like and share and invite your friends, and know that you are part of those who are giving that child in the forest a cup of gari, a bowl of rice to eat, as we have already made arrangements. The Way House is getting ready to get us 100 bags of rice, 400 bags of rice, and 100 bags of gari. They are in the process making, so it gets to our people even before the trouble begins.
Definitely.
You know, it's very unfair to give somebody an umbrella just after they've been soaked by the rain. Therefore, we have to be timely in our giving, and we have to be strategic. We have to anticipate the need of our people. We all are going through this trauma, but we who are out here are in a better position to assess their needs and to be able to take initiatives to meet those needs. You can't watch and say, you people, it's all of us. You in that corner where you are, you can be doing something. And I know people have been doing a lot. Don't tell yourself you're not doing something, or don't tell yourself that some people have to come together, unite, and start to sing, we are one, before you know that we are getting there. No, that little effort that you're making, when you call back home and encourage somebody, when you send money to that neighbor who had been affected, when you do whatever you do at an individual level, that is meeting a collective goal. And the collective goal is that we want to restore the dignity of our people.
We have a caller on the line, and
oh yeah,
Ido himself. Hello, sir.
Hello, spokesperson on the team.
Yes, sir. Welcome on board, sir.
Thanks a lot. But I'd like to thank you, the ladies, for taking up this mission. I was listening to the woman of God explaining the necessities at home. And I would like to use the platform to remind Ambazonians that while they may be concerned with the defense of the homeland, there are a lot of micro issues associated with the defense that we are not taking care of. We have hundreds of our fighters who are wounded. We have fighters who are also ladies who need some extra support. We have these fighters in different locations cut off from any public support, who need feeding, who need to be taken care of in terms of the supply of medication. And we have hundreds of thousands of our people displaced by the brutality of the occupation. So it is not only granite, it's not only states. We need huge investment in certain humanitarian areas to tender and care for these brave warriors who are putting their lives at risk. And I think what you people are doing is setting the baseline upon which a massive humanitarian venture, not only in the time of liberation, but in building a humanitarian platform that can outlast the liberation period. And I would like to encourage all of you to tenacious, remain steadfast, and continue to project women in this revolution in a way that has never been done before. Women play a great role in many revolutions. Kurdistan people have been supported by the Kurdish women, not only in fighting but mobilizing international support for Kurdish fighters and displaced persons. We have Aung San Suu Kyi, who has been an icon. We had late Winnie Mandela, who had also been an icon in the liberation struggle. And so the role you people are playing today, though sometimes people have a feeling of domination by the men, but I think this platform begins, the gradual process of projecting women who sacrifice a lot, who are the symbols, the living symbols of a lady like Mami Api born in her house. And so I call to extend my support and solidarity with the initiative that you people have launched. And I call on all Ambazonians to make an investment in this initiative so it can tender for the need of hundreds of thousands of people who have no access to clean water, women who have no access to any form of care, lingering in the bushes, giving birth, being unable to take care of themselves. So once more, my great appreciation, and I hope that this effort will be sustained now and beyond the revolution.
Thank you, CIC. Thank you so much.
Thank you, CIC.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your encouragement and your support. We appreciate it.
That was the eagle himself. We want to say thank you. That is how a father behaves. He encourages his children when he sees them doing something great and tremendous. So Ambazonians, you heard it from the eagle's mouth. You heard it from the from Dr. Cho. Okay. We have another caller. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Good afternoon. I don't know whether it's good evening over there.
It's okay. Good afternoon to you. Welcome on board.
Thank you, Alice. I've been watching you women. I want to thank you for the great work that you women are doing, at least for the passion that you have for our people in the bushes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, because that is the people that at least each time when I think about our suffering people in the bushes, the one in the refugees camp, sometimes I cry. So when I see people play politics here, it makes me grow mad. So I want to thank you. I want to thank you for the passion that you have for our people, at least our suffering people back home.
Thank you so
I will not take your time long. So I will give my own little support. With $100.
Thank you so much. And what's your name, sir?
Bless you.
My name
Okay.
Chivo.
Okay.
I call Chivo.
Okay.
Yes,
Chivo, thank you.
I will, woman of God, I will send you my money directly.
All right.
Okay. Thank you very much, Chivo. You have the link there for the contribution, or the Cash App link. But if you prefer to send it to the woman of God, it is 100% safe. Thank you very much.
Well, do you have my number?
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Does he have my number?
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Generation to generation, we set it. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You can leave it at that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. That was another caller all the way from the US, Comrade Chivo. Yeah. So he also gave his own contribution, Widow Smite, $100. So thank you very much. And callers, please, the lines are open. Please keep calling. We still have, I can promise you, we have enough time on our side, in our hands. We have enough time. I can sit here for another 2 hours if that is what it takes for you to come and contribute. I don't mind. So Ground Zero needs you. The people on the ground need you. So I don't care about the time. So please keep calling and contributing. This is the time we need you all to come and make your voices heard. We can't continue to just sit here and talk. Call and let's talk. While we are talking, you put in money. That's what we're looking for at this time, at this timing point. The game on the ground has changed. So the dynamics of your pocket should change as well. These guys, they go out every day. So you don't have to wait until a particular period or of the month to contribute. It is a daily, it's something that has to be done daily. So please keep calling.
Make a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, better make a place for you and for me. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones to make a better day. So let's just keep it. Spoke, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Just wanted to support those on the ground. By the way, my name is Matt Array, and I want to support guys fighting on the ground with a sum of $100.
Thank you so much.
That through Cash App.
Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Thank you.
God bless you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Okay.
And I just wanted to take this opportunity to really thank you guys for this wonderful initiative, because the whole place in this struggle is full of testosterone, and with you guys coming with your feminine attitude and pushing this struggle, it really means a lot. It really means a lot to us.
Thank
I
you.
really want to thank you guys. You guys are doing a great job. Keep pushing, keep fighting, keep encouraging our people to come together and see how they can support the guys fighting on the ground, because this thing is not on Facebook.
Definitely.
Anyone thinking this thing is on Facebook is suffering from paranoia.
Okay.
Anyone thinking this thing is on Facebook is suffering from paranoia.
Okay.
This thing is on the ground.
Definitely.
People are dying on the ground. People are not dying on Facebook.
Thank you so much, Mr. Matt Array.
Facebook is Mark Zuckerberg's production, and you cannot come and be like you have a republic on Facebook and expect people to believe you.
Okay.
And
Thank you so much.
Pushing lies. I don't know what the leaders, some of the leaders are actually doing, because something like the event in DC, that was like, we thought that was this thing was going to put this revolution. It was going to put some sense into this revolution. But immediately after that, since some people got the secondary goal going into that unity thing that was in DC, immediately after that, you saw the true colors. They came out, and we we all squandered the unity capital that we built in DC.
Thank you very much, comrade.
3 days to build something like that. Meanwhile, they've been planning towards something like that, and someone just got up. Probably, I don't know what happened, from his basement, and he sends out all sort of lies, all sort of cooked up stories, and thinking just about themselves. You know, just group of people with anti-social personality tendencies. They just got up. They don't care about the people fighting on the ground, because they don't give direct command to those people. They don't give direct command to those people fighting on the ground. That is exactly why when someone dies on the line fighting, it doesn't touch them in any way. It doesn't touch them in any way. All they are concerned about is fame, the little popularity that they are gaining from calling themselves so-called leaders of this revolution. And guess what? They started flipping at each other, because I heard someone saying that Nick Santo is kind of like saying things now about the IG, which that was kind of like surprising. But you know what? They'll keep shooting themselves in their foot. So what we got to do is we just need to focus. We need to stay focused. We're just calling on the Ambazonian people to stay focused. Put in their support. It doesn't matter how much you put in. $5, $10, $20. It doesn't matter how small you put in. If you can put in your $20, another person will put in their $20. That is what will make the more than $2 million that we need in order to liberate Ambazonia. So nothing, absolutely nothing is small. $10, $20, the little you can do. The cash app handle is there. Protect Ambazonia. Type it, $10, $20. Those guys on the ground will greatly appreciate it. It's going to they're not going to fight and go to sleep on hungry stomach.
Thank you so much.
They're going to be able to feed themselves. They're going to help their families, and they're going to be able to even buy medication.
Definitely.
To help themselves with. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you can, General Ivor or General Ivor usually say, if you don't want us to get your money, if you don't want to contribute with your money, you know where you can go and get granules, get the granules and send it to those guys. If you know where you can get Tylenol or any medication, get the medication and send it to those guys.
Thank you very much.
Where you can get parts for the ladies, get the parts and send it to them. That is your own support.
Definitely.
Don't just sit and be like other people will do it for you.
Freedom
is not free.
Definitely.
Freedom is not free. And we must take it as a duty to support those fighting on the ground and support our people in Nigeria and the internally displaced people within Ambazonia. So thank you so much, and thank you for the good work that you guys do.
Thank you so much, comrade. Thank you so much for that advice. Thank you, comrade, for that contribution and for the advice you're giving. Definitely, we have to focus. Now is not time for anything, name callings or whatever. Fighting now, this is the time for us to focus. We need to focus, and our focus should be directed to ground zero. We need to be focused. So please keep calling. Your €10, your $10, your $5 is very important at this point in the revolution. Please keep on calling. The lines are open. If you choose to do it through the Cash App link is right there on the comment section. If you choose to donate directly through the link is also there. And please, the lines are still open. Are we having Fellow viewers, please, if you tried calling me before and you couldn't get to me, please try again now. Please try again now and call. You will get through. I see somebody trying to call and he can't get through. So I'm just going to place a quick call to that person. So if you're listening, I'm just going to place a quick call to you. I'm really in the spirit of getting you contribute for Ground Zero. So I'm going to call back. Okay, we are going to be wrapping up very soon. So please, if you still feel like, okay, thank you very much. The last caller just sent me a quick message that his money has been sent. So he just confirmed and has sent a picture of his $100 that he pledged. So he's already fulfilled that pledge. So thank you very much, Mr. Array, for honoring your pledge this quick. So the lines are still open. Please, viewers, if you're watching and you think you can contribute, don't be shy. Your $5 is needed at this point. Your €1 is needed. Your €5 is needed. So please call and contribute. If you don't want to call, you can just go straight to the link and contribute. We will still appreciate you. Ambazonians will still appreciate you.
Thank you for your generosity. And God bless you for being so kind. We really appreciate it. And above all, that child in the bush will appreciate it more.
I think, if you're watching and if you don't feel like calling, we encourage you to go on that link and just contribute and donate directly. It's gonna, we're still gonna get in touch with you to appreciate you for your generosity. And for those of you who tried calling earlier and couldn't get through to me, I don't know what happened, but please, if you still in that spirit of contributing or donating for Ground Zero, I am pleading with you to call back because Ground Zero needs you. This is your duty. It's your responsibility to defend homeland. It's your duty to make sure that these guys on Ground Zero, that our mothers in the bushes, our brothers and sisters in the bushes, they have something to eat, that they have something to eat. The guys fighting have something to eat. So please keep calling. This is not my thing, it is our thing. So this struggle is not that of an individual. Nobody has monopoly over this struggle. It's our collective effort that it's going to make us arrive Boya quicker. So please keep sending in your little contribution. If you don't want to call, that's okay. You don't need to call, but please just follow that link and contribute whatever amount you have for the purpose of rescuing homeland. We are in a moment where we need everybody on there. Thank you very much for watching. And if you're just coming in, please invite your friends to come and contribute. Give your contribution in what way, in whatever means you prefer. It's still gonna get to us. That said, I think we've gone on for a while. I was hoping calls will be coming in like every second because this is what we need at this time. Ground Zero needs us, and I was hoping people would just be calling minutes by minute. But we thank all those who took out time to call, all those who contributed. We are grateful. Ground Zero is grateful for what you've done, and you will forever be appreciated. So on this note, woman of God, I think we should call it a day for today and continue to pass out the links. We will continue to push the fund drive and encourage people to donate. This is for Mother Ambazonia. If you want a homeland, if you want that someday you will go home and have a place to call home, if you want that your children shouldn't go through what you've gone through in your life due to the brutality of the regime of Yaoundé, then please, it is your duty to rise and defend Mother Homeland. You can't sit on the internet and defend it. No, it's not going to work that way. Homeland needs your money. Homeland needs your support. So please contribute, donate, and support and push the struggle ahead. Thank you very much. Woman of God, do you have any last words? I think we should really call it a day now.
Okay, we want to say thank you all for coming on live with us and doing your contributions, and please keep sharing the link. This is just the beginning, and we want to encourage you to like the page Deborah Arising, so you can be able to track the outcome of your donation, so you can be able to be part of walking through that work to get our people to defend the right to life of our people and to keep them healthy, to be able to stand and bear the carnage through till we see a new dawn. So we are going to keep coming on with this fundraising. It doesn't end here, it's continuous. We'll come on in the middle of the week, we'll come on over the weekends, but it's going to be very consistent. So you might have come on here today and you were like, oh, I wish I knew, I should have had my money at hand, but it's not a problem. You're not late. It's never late. It's not a one-day thing. It's a continuous thing. And this is like care continuum, like they say in healthcare, it's care continuum. We have to continue. We have to be able to anticipate the needs of our people and see how we can help them, because we are where we are today for a purpose. And so I want you to keep watching out for that glorious opportunity to give. And you have that link, just go there and give. And when we come out live, we'll celebrate you, we'll appreciate you, and we will make sure that you get the feedback for everything that you give. You can be able to see and track the progress and lay your head in your bed and know that you are part of doing the work that it takes to liberate our people. Thank you so much, all the callers. Thank you for all the participants. Those who participated with insults, we want to say thank you for animating the show. Those who participated with words of encouragement, we want to even say, God bless you for being a contributor and a supporter, a builder, and not a scatterer. And for those who gave, we want to really say we are very much appreciative of your generosity. And as those children in the bushes, as they put their cup of gari and their sugar and take their own snack, as they eat a bowl of rice in your name, trust me, God will be smiling over you and you'll be getting a blessing. And then you will have peace when you lay down knowing that you did something for somebody. God bless you all, and you have a wonderful Sunday, and keep going to that website and praying that we keep raising those funds so we can be able to help our people back home. God bless you.
God bless you. God bless you, viewers. Thank you for staying with us this long. It's been like 2 hours or so. Yeah. So thank you for your patience. Thank you. And we encourage you to continue the donation through that link. Until next week, it's a goodbye from my end. Thank you, woman of God. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, spokes lady.